Hello everybody and welcome to episode 11 of my Stellaris Roman Empire campaign. So it's been about 2 weeks since I last did an episode. Total War Warhammer came out in the meantime and I just got really bogged down with that, both at work, obviously I had to stay quite late in some days, and on my YouTube channel because I am after all called Darren Total War, so I am expected to cover some Total War content from time to time. So if you haven't seen them, check out some of those videos to bide you over in between these Stellaris episodes. But if that's not your thing, unfortunately, yeah, I just can't really do Stellaris that often anymore. I just can't do it every day like I was before. I just don't have the time, unfortunately. If I was able to do YouTube full time, then definitely I could do it, but I just don't get that much money from YouTube basically, so I can't do it full time. But anyway, I decided that all of you guys have got an overwhelming response of people just saying like, hey, is the series coming back? Every time I put up a Warhammer video, all you guys commented on and saying like, I want to see more Stellaris. Are you going to continue it? Do I need to find a new series? So I'm going to try and get as many out as I can. I don't know when the series is going to end. If the support is good enough on each episode, I will keep going. And I'll keep trying my best to get them out in a timely fashion. Hopefully maybe 2 or 3 a week. But I just can't commit to anything really right now because I just don't know what's going to happen. Like I might have to stay late and work some days, or I might be streaming Warhammer, things like that. It's just other things are just pulling me apart in all these different directions. Because if I only do Stellaris, people ask me to do Warhammer, you know, so it's tough to to figure out what game to play, I guess. It's a really tough life. Anyway, I do have to say though, thank you. The support on the series is amazing. I've got up to 8,000 views or something on the last episode. That's incredible. And then I have like nearly 400 votes in the last Senator vote. So huge props to you guys. I wish only I could deliver it, you know, one a day. I really do. I just can't. Anyway, so let's get into the series. So I kind of left off. Let's catch up, okay? So it's been 2 weeks for me since I last even had a look at this place. I did a quick check beforehand, tidied up some naming conventions and things like that, had a look at the last episode and saw where we left off. And basically we just finished a war with the Wikagi and their allies. So what we're going to have to do is decide, well, we've already kind of decided, the Senator vote has come in. It's about 61%, I think, in favor of not vassalizing the Wikagi and actually just hunting them down and killing every single faction around here. So the Wikagi Interstellar Mandate are here and here. These two sections here. For some reason this nebula is red, I guess because I haven't discovered these ones properly yet. And then we've got their kind of splinter faction, the Imperial Hazard Tribes, and then we have the Sovereign Spira Nations. Now all of these guys are super weak, inferior in almost every way. So we should be able to put them down quite effectively. However, we have a problem at the moment. Our energy is really bad. It's minus 23. Now, I've just enacted some engineering works across the Empire, so hopefully things will get a little bit better. Now, we do have to worry down here about the Kalagian Confederation a little bit. We are bordering them. That's going to create some tension, and they might maybe decide to attack us. So then, what else? Oh, and then we have our great ally here, is the Kanistian Confederacy. So a couple of our senators in the comments have been suggesting what we should do with these different people. And I can't remember, unfortunately, sorry, I didn't write down the name of this particular senator, but he kind of carried the motion of 17 votes, at least in the comments, that Hadar should be given to our allies. So I'm just trying to think, where is Hadar then? Oh, here, sorry. So they wanted Hadar to be conceded to our allies, which is interesting, actually. Not too sure why that had 16 votes. Alright, so I just had a quick read of Senator Quibius Hilius' proposal, which is to, once we wipe out the Wikagi, he proposed the motion that we bestow Hadar to the Kanistian Confederacy, our most noble ally. And that has got a lot of traction at the moment within the Senate itself, so we might do an official vote later on when that becomes an actual situation that we have to deal with. So yeah, it would make sense. It would fill out their border a little bit nicer and kind of just reward them in general, keep relations very good. Whether we need to do that or not, that's up for debate. I don't know if that's a very Roman thing to do. It's just to give your allies territory. But you know, they are greatly helping us right now, and we are docked together at their planet of Uthian's Shrine. My army and their army are both grouped together at the moment. They have been really good to us, following us around and helping us out. So right, what we need to get doing is figuring out the energy credit situation. So I'm just going to let the game go into normal speed. I've enacted a bunch of building works and things, so hopefully we can get energy creeping up. I don't want to go to another war until we sort our energy crisis out.
Complete.
one of the senators actually asked if we should do an army demobilization act. Now, the idea of this being is basically to remove most of our army, increase our GDP, and only build up the army when we're in time of war. That's dangerous for a couple of reasons, I feel. Obviously, you don't want to have like a small army, just in case, you know, having a big army is threatening to your nearby nations. It's going to fend them off, and you're ready to deal with any situation. Of course, it does cripple the economy. The war economy gets a little bit stifled, and it does have some problems. But we are still at war. I think that was written with the intent of the war being over, but the war is going to continue on. We're not directly at war right now, but we are going to be pretty soon. Because we want to vanquish all these guys and clear off all this space for us to then maybe start going on and taking. So down here as well, then we wanted to like start colonizing up this way. There's a few planets that we could have a look at. We kind of need to bring our army down there and actually clear out some of these alien vessels. Debris analyzed. Okay, yeah, so let's start getting into the game again, I guess. So I might be a little bit rusty. It's been a couple weeks. But yeah, I'll figure out what's going on. I just need to... So, ideally, we've got Maximus Pompeius, one of our newly renamed admirals, leading the 2nd Strike Force. Probably have to give that a new name, obviously. Let's call it Classis 2. So we don't. It doesn't have a subname just yet until they can kind of prove themselves to do something. So let's head down to these enemy vessels down here, and hopefully we can clear them out. Now, obviously, moving off like this. Interestingly, that didn't actually increase my... Oh, and our ally ships are being upgraded. That didn't actually increase my energy, so I wonder if I'm not actually saving energy by being docked at an ally station. Maybe I need to go back to a home station. So I'm gonna head to... I don't think any of these planets have any. I'm sure it probably does, but just to be safe. Oh, this is a symbol for... yeah, okay. Well, that's a military station. Let's just go back to Sol anyway. So... There we are leaving, and our energy remains the same. So at least if we dock at home for a while, our energy should sort itself out a little bit. So Classes 2 has just entered the system. I don't actually see anything. Oh, we're not quite there yet. Debris analyzed. I don't know if there's any more. There's some up here we can get. Oh, there's actually loads up here. Okay, let's fetch this debris. Get all these extra research points. Damn it. Is there no... Oh, there's no scientist. Okay, so we'll get
construction complete.
Let's see. Research speed, research speed, research speed. See, these aren't really relevant for what we need this person to do. I'll just have to rename her at a different time. Leader died. Governor Helvetia Hortensius has died at the age of 87. That's sad. Okay, so that's all going quite well. Classes 2 has just entered this system. Don't particularly see anything wrong with it at the moment, so let's head down to Zandaban and really just want to clear out all these alien vessels to make way for our science ships, and they can all start researching, find some colonizable planets hopefully, maybe eventually build some frontiers and kind of occupy all this territory, which would be good. So we're not really still doing too good with the electricity or the energy credits. We've just arrived at Remus, so we need to head back to Sol and back to Terra. And then I think that'll hopefully help our energy quite a lot. We also have a problem. It's the Wikagian Reptariarchs. Oh god.
Hostile fleet engaged.
These guys are about to have a rebellion pretty damn soon. And there's nothing really I could do about it. Hang on, I'm just going to pause it for a second. So this is one of the new planets we've colonized, and we've enslaved a few of them. They're demanded that we return their planet back to the Wakagi Interstellar Mandate. They got 100% corruption and sabotage chances and everything. So this bar is filled up completely. We've got 100% faction support within the planet. So we can return the planet, or we could do one of these things, but we don't actually have any... what do you call it? Influence to do that right now. I spent the influence on energy a while back. So what we're probably going to have to do is... I don't know. I'm just a bit worried. So they're on... Just trying to think. What planet is this? Does it say? Am I missing something? I think it's Wakagian? Is it? Am I missing this? Return all planets with pops belonging to this faction. How do I know which planets they're on? Nationalist corruption. So I'm assuming it's just all of them, I guess, but they're gonna have a rebellion pretty soon. That's gonna be a bit of a problem. Especially since we don't really have the energy credits to deal with that right now. Let's check our second ship. Oh, we've got into combat now with some crystalids down here. We're not actually going to be able to take too many of them down. We've got point defenses and stuff on our ships, which we don't really need against these kind of enemies. But we can just clear them out really, really slowly. Hopefully our admiral will get some experience. I believe we're building new energy plants all over Terra, but it just takes a long time.
Situation log updated.
Okay, we've won that fight. Let's return them to a spaceport so that they can at least heal before they go back in. Situation logs doing pretty good. We've got a lot of debris and investigations to carry out. That'll keep those guys busy for a while. I don't think there's any areas that we haven't... Like, there's a couple of colonizable planets that we can take and then start building up electricity. That's really long-term stuff. We've got some free electricity down here, so we should head down and instantly build mining stations. Get some electricity there. Get some electricity here as well, actually. Or energy credits. I keep calling it electricity, sorry. Oh my god, this is going to take a journey and a half to get there. Okay. But since we've docked this army, let's see. Minus 15, that's pretty good. So that will reduce our ship maintenance when they're docked at our home stations, I guess. I'm guessing that's what that's doing. Just waiting for this rebellion to kick off. I thought it actually kicks off when this faction becomes full. But I believe what I could do is just... Oh, I think I already did, didn't I? I enslaved everyone anyway. Haven't enslaved these guys yet.
Debris analyzed.
I'm just trying to think of the best way of doing it. So let's enslave everyone. Don't think they can even rebel anyway if I just enslave them. And then I can start... I'll have to micromanage and delete their buildings and stuff. So we're going to go with Higma. Yeah, these should all be enslaved as well. Because then we'll get way more energy. There we go. We've balanced out our energy because of the slavery. Now they're not going to be working very well right now.
Debris analyzed.
Because of the corruption. Although it did help. Debris has been analyzed, sorted.
Debris analyzed.
Can we go explore some of these planets now? Some of these systems even. Is our second fleet healed up? It's being repaired at the moment, 97%. Right, we're at -1 for energy. We'll definitely start coming back into the green, or into the red, as they say, for energy. Or technically into the red, or into the black. Alrighty. So yeah, it's just a lot of empire management going on right now, isn't there? Our ships are kitted out with sentinel point defense systems, and we will improve them to be better a little bit later. Let's get a new scientist on this. Military research? Why not? Yeah, okay. Just trying to figure out what to do. Negative balance. Oh yes, look at that. +0, but basically we're getting a tiny amount every month now. Oh, it's gonna just keep teetering until we finally upgrade these buildings. But then what we're gonna have to do, let's inject a bunch of money into our different sectors. So we've got the Southern Roman sector completely geared for energy credits right now, which is down here. So they're spending it, so they're definitely doing something. So let's just give them half of what we got. Hopefully they'll just spend it, and we've allowed redevelopment, so they're all just going to go for a financial focus right now. Down here we've got a research focus in the Bacchus sector, which is down here. God, that noise is going to get really annoying if they don't sort that out pretty soon. And we've got all these planets to work on. I guess it would be pretty easy just to sector them and let them figure it out themselves, but I don't know if they actually ever will. So I want to remove all this stuff. Demolish these buildings that aren't useful to us. So we've got some sabotage going as well. Production area, this is a power plant, mining network. They need food, obviously, and administration. So what we could just do is get rid of all the research buildings. Holy crap, look at that. A Betharian power plant's giving us 9 power down there. Unless has it been destroyed? Oh, we're actually missing the resource that we need. Yeah, we have Betharian dust. We don't have Betharian power, Betharian, whatever that is. Okay, so that's basically all cleared and ready. These guys will be a little bit happier over time, I guess, because they're going to be pretty unhappy right now. We can do propaganda broadcasts, maybe just need some more influence. Being in an alliance is going to reduce the amount of influence we have, but having lots of rivals will actually bring it up. So we could make sure that we've rivaled all these guys. End rivalry. Declare rivalry. Cool. Excuse me. So now we're rivaled with all of them. Ah, look at that. Energy is on the increase. So we've sorted that out. That's good. Let's then fix where our scientists are going to go. I think are they still working on that project? Research. Don't know why you can't do that. There we go. They can do it. Right, science ship. Let's send our second fleet down and start clearing out more alien vessels. And then once we build up this energy a little bit, then we can go to war and start recruiting different ships that can then deal with the other enemies that we might later encounter. The Stastashi hierarchy, the Democratic Tillinsi Assembly, the Duchel Star Republic. These are some big factions now that we're coming up against that are equal to our size, if not bigger. The Beldross are kind of our closest neighboring large star system, I guess, or galaxy. What are they? Empire. It's got a lot. They're actually part of a federation, so that is a huge issue to go even go near them. Those guys. So can't really do anything with them for a while. Oh my god! Look at the amount of minerals that we're taking in. This is insane. So we can just pump all this back into our different sectors. So let's see. I really just want to dump it all into the financial focus, and let's assign them a leader if we can get one. Leader lifespan, slave mineral output, and slave food output. Okay, this governor is going to be definitely used for all of these enslaved planets up here. That's going to be awesome.
Debris
Once we create a new sector up there, he's going to wreck that stuff. Debris analyzed, that's good. So let's see, on Terra we've just upgraded a bunch. Food surplus is pretty good. Pretty high actually, our food surplus. We could even go, you know, kind of upgrade these things even a bit more. So we'll get more physics. Physics is kind of low compared to the other two. It's 40 compared to the others being at 60. We don't really need mineral output down here, so let's just demolish that and give this guy a new job. Actually, let's get energy, I guess. Why not? Energy credits plus 10% here. That's pretty good to get a power hub. And that way we're just microing it a little bit better. Our ships have arrived down this way. So let's take these guys on. Just a little bit of mini combat down here.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Alright, yeah, so we're not really kitted out to actually deal with these kind of enemies. That's kind of more of a defense system. We could bring down the Principes class, which again is just heavy on the point defense. I do believe our Auxilia class had more. Yeah, these ones. Ah, right, so the Hastati is more extra torpedoes, whereas the Principes were the ones that kind of have the defensive combat procedures, and they hang back and they use their sentinel point systems to actually kill the enemy. Now if we wait a bit too long, we'll eventually, these guys will start building back up, and we don't really want that. Once we go to war with them, all three will go to war
Situation
with
log
us.
updated.
Okay, situation log. Kick their ass. I'm guessing, yeah, 90%. I'm going to keep retreating every time. I don't want to, no, we're having rebellions and stuff. I don't want to have the problem of losing ships and stuff. But this, I don't know if this will be fixed in a patch. I'm not sure if it is a glitch or not, but it does seem like, yeah, slavery is quite an easy way to just stop people from rebelling really quickly, just enslave them. When you'd think that slave rebellions would be a thing. So let's throw a ton of money at all the electricity buildings. Okay, there's actually not even one electricity building there. Oh yeah, they're not good with electricity, it's only good with minerals and food. Sorry, I thought it was minerals and electricity. That would be far too easy. So what we need to do is demolish all of these. And pop down like minerals. Basically just minerals and food. So let's do it. So we'll go with a... Oh wow, there's all these different ones now. We'll go with just, yeah, the mining network and build that up. 2 mining networks, I think. And then 1 food to balance that out. And we'll see how they get on. It's a lot of like micromanaging with all these like slave planets. Whoops. So each one of these needs the exact same thing done to it. If you're bringing in research like it don't need you, these slave planets are literally just gonna fund our campaigns in terms of minerals. And to be honest, we're getting so many minerals already that maybe I should refocus some of our home sectors. The central sector is mineral focused right now, and then we have a research focused one. To be honest, our central one could indeed be... I'm trying to think, how much has it actually given us? So that's if it's giving nothing. Subterranean expansion. We have finished clearing out the nerve gas and the dead alien bodies from the tunnel network on Fortuna. It should now be safe for our colonists to move in. The primitive cities the aliens left behind will be demolished, of course, and replaced with our own advanced architecture. So yeah, it makes a lot more sense to just actually allow redevelopment on these tiles and to go with electricity and just to pump in the minerals into the Central Roman Empire. And now this will be all energy focused. And once this is energy focused, we'll have 4 dedicated planets out here, completely dedicated to just minerals. And we'll get that governor on it as well, even though obviously he doesn't live forever. But the governor will help with a 15% bonus to all that stuff. Look at all this land, just ripe for the taking, really. Probably should have done this in the kind of break between episodes, because it's a lot of just boring work, just kind of respecking all these areas. But each planet should be building something. So we'll get mining networks. Just build some mining networks. Great. So we'll get up to 19 energy now. That's pretty safe. I'm just gonna have a quick check, move my army back down there and move my main army somewhere, just anywhere, so that we can see what the effect is of not being docked. So the effect is 6, 8, 9, 7. It's 7 extra energy credits to be docked or not. So now that we don't need that, we're not in trouble for that anymore. Let's head up to these areas and we can get ready to move in on Targon maybe, and start capturing some more planets. And then these guys are all going to be enslaved, so this is going to be a huge mineral section for us. It'll be interesting to see if they are going to patch it, or I think I haven't looked at the notes for patch 1.1. But it'd be interesting to see what they're going to do with slavery and things like that. If it changes, it could completely change how we deal with this campaign. But for now, I think that makes the most amount of sense. Whoa. And we're gone. Yeah, we've almost cleared this area out, and then we can research it. Because we just can't otherwise. So yeah, it's pretty interesting that you can build these frontier outposts and just sector them. I don't know if that's a glitch as well, maybe. That you can just sector frontier outposts and then it doesn't harm your influence score anymore.
Hostile fleet engaged.
To be honest, like at a place like Sol, we should really be focusing on like a military academy and stuff like that. So I'm wondering, should we get rid of maybe just one food building? Our planet summary, like we're such a large food output that maybe we should just demolish this really quickly, build a military academy, and that will increase our army build speed here. Considering this is what I use, hang on, that's a modifier on food. So yeah, military academy. Considering this is where I basically do all my recruitment anyway, it makes a lot of sense to do that, I think.
Situation log updated.
Yeah, look at that, we're doing really good. So let's just keep pumping all the minerals back into these sectors, and it'll go all energy focused. Be interesting to see if these Wakagi have built up enough that they could be a threat to me again. It says their fleet power is pathetic. Pathetic as well, and pathetic. These guys are all pathetic. And we want to wipe them out. That's what the Senate has decreed. That when Rome was attacking Carthage, they did not simply vassalize them, but they sowed their land with salt and destroyed them for good. So that is what we're going to do to these guys. How the rest of the galaxy will look on us for doing that is anyone's guess. So we've won this fight. We're at 92%. I think Pompey is going to be a bit of a badass and just go for the rest and see how we get on. Meanwhile, I can bring my construction ships in here to research, and survey. Okay, they're not on evasive either, so they should carry that out just fine. So our military fleet is still on its way. It's just about getting up to Higma now. So we could be ready just to go for Targon straight away now. Let's see if there's anything else we can build. Our mining plants are being built nicely. We need just really to be putting them down on everywhere we can. Yeah, mining network. Our food, let's see our food surplus, pretty high. Build just another food building here anyway. Now obviously that takes like 3 turns for any of these to even... I should really just be clicking these instead of going to the planets each time. We've got some demolished buildings, ruined buildings down here. A hydroponics farm, we should repair that. This one's pretty much done. Does it have any electricity buildings? No. So that's it. This planet is like good to go in terms of slavery. Their happiness is slowly creeping up, it seems. Situation log updated. Our battle is over. We've cleared this system. And it looks like we didn't lose any ships. So we need our ally to help us attack as well. It'll be worth building a spaceport here. At Sapphirenium. And that way we're ready for this like kind of mini war we're going to have. I don't think it's actually possible to jump to this side. That's why I originally suggested the motion that we actually just vassalize them. If we can't get to them, like what do you do? I mean, they could hop across, but they use wormholes. And they've got wormholes all over the place here. So they can definitely jump to us, which is kind of a problem in terms of how do we end the war if they can keep attacking us, we can't get to them. We would have to find some way of going all the way down and around, but we can't get through enemy territory like this or people that we're not allied with. So that's a little bit of a problem I foresee. That's a very tricky one. What do we do if we just can't get there, you know? Looks like our research is finished. I'm not sure what we just researched, actually. We could get colonization of a desert world or more leaders. I'm going to go with desert world. So this one is a huge amount of research time to get. It's good to see that we've got so much energy now, though. It brought us out of our slump. So Grand Marshal Titus Dio has brought us out of the slump. We could put down some energy credits in case we need them. I don't know if we do or not. This place has 3,900 energy credits just sitting there within the town itself. Because they're making so much energy. They obviously keep a little bit for themselves. Look at that. It's crazy. It's like, give me that. I wish I could say, give me all that. I need it more than you guys. I wish I had 4,000 energy. Yeah, and we're still, also the cool thing about these two areas is the reason these have been flashing the whole time, if you haven't been following the story, we have the mass extinction project down here. So there's a couple planets that we can see what happened to them. There's two there and there's one down here. So there's a chilly planet, a desolate planet, and a broken planet. The broken planet's up here actually. And we can find out what happened to it. It looks like that might be it there. Maybe. Okay, so we're ready to go. I think we should just go in and take him down while we're busy on the Empire management side of things. So let's see what would happen. Declare war on the Imperial Hazar tribes.
Debris analyzed.
Now the problem, every time we declare war, we're going to have to say to our ally that you're going to get something out of it. So I'll just pause it while I do this. So I want Targon. There we go. Targon. Seed the planet of Targon, please. Kovali. Or is it just Koval? Koval. That's a 61 cost already. So that's 2. And then... See, this is the thing. This is the bit I don't get. I mean, the Canistians, we could almost say like, hey, you can vassalize the Wakagi, and they would vassalize the Wakagi and look after their side of the galaxy, and that could be their reward. And I kind of like that. Yeah, we actually can't. It's too much. However, if we were to beat these guys... Inthor. Yeah, let's go for Inthor. Fact is such a cheap planet as well. Maybe we could even get away with it. I don't think we can actually. Okay, let's put that back. Inthor. Okay, Inthor. So I'm saying Canistian Confederacy get this planet, and then possibly we have an avenue over. Probably not. They use wormhole technology. We still probably don't have a way over. It would be almost better if I got that, and then that way I could establish some sort of connection and work my way down. Maybe from here to here or something. I really don't think there's a gap that gets us across. However, giving them Inthor might be good enough. They'd be happy with that. They're not happy if we don't give them anything. They need something in it for themselves, and I don't want to give them anything in this direction because that's annoying. So Inthor I think is a good one. However, I don't know how we're going to attack Inthor. Like, how do we do that? We can't technically win the war until we can put our troops on Inthor, or they can. So we're going to rely on our ally to actually conquer all this territory. I think that's the only way we can justify, like, actually do this, because they have wormhole technology, so they can get over there. Yeah, it makes sense to me. Okay, Inthor. Confirm. Okay, now we are at war. Let us go. Actually, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Whoa, hang on. Take this out, please. Do not like having wormholes all around the place. We saw how that ended.
Hostile fleet
We're at
engaged.
episode 3 or 4. I love that. It's like... Boom. Right, so that's just a wormhole I'm destroying, just to make sure they can't just hop around everywhere. Look at them. They're already doing it here. Just with their science ships. Our second class's ship can hop around these different planets.
Debris
Go
analyzed.
aggressive stance, maybe. And he'll take out all of the wormholes for us. In fact, that's what he should be doing.
Construction complete.
Because they don't fight back. So that's a good thing to do with our small fleet. Repairs complete. Debris analyzed. Da, 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 da. Yeah, did we actually survey that system? Did we see anything nice down there? I don't think we finished surveying it. No, there's still a little bit to go. There's an enemy science ship down there as well. Alright, we have arrived. Mass extinction, the chilly planet. Let's just pause it for a sec. The planet of interest in this system is covered in layer upon layer of dense ices of varying composition. Apparently, it was once home to more varied and pleasant biomes. Special projects have been initiated to investigate this possibility. Right, let's get everyone we can over to Naf Ern. We'll have to send a transport fleet over. Let's send... There's only 4 in this one. So let's send these guys to enter the orbit here, and we'll send another one just in case they need to join forces.
Hostile fleet engaged. Hostile fleet engaged.
Cool. I'm assuming that's just there.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Yeah, seems okay. Let's check up on our empire while that's all going on. It seems like we're doing pretty good. Now energy is flooding in. 24.
Situation log updated.
Could be better. Could be better.
Situation
We've got 2
log
sectors now of
updated.
financial focus. Oh, our allies have arrived. Pretty good. Oh, see them hitting our shields. They're using lasers actually, which is interesting because we've got nothing to counter them. I think we didn't have shields. It might have been our allies that had shields. Yeah, it's not us. It's their shields. It looked like they were stopping the bullets anyway, so that's pretty cool.
Construction complete.
Alright, and my transports are arriving. Cool, sweet. It's pretty standard work for the Roman Empire. This is what you get, you know.
Fleet engaged.
Oh, we're taking out the science and construction ships. Now I wonder, are they doing anything to go over here yet? Inthor is kind of the Wakage's
Situation log
job to take.
updated.
Great. Alright, let's get both our boys to enter the orbit over there. Then what we can do now is let's just quickly check on our kind of colonized planets and see if they're building. Let's see, any electricity coming in that we could get rid of? Nope. Wakagium is good. So it's really just Safdigium now that we have to worry about. Let's just demolish all this crap. Clear the tiles. And just get rid of all the electricity. Right, so let's start building up. We'll get the first mining network there, and we'll get a mining network here. Standard. Okay. Planetary fortifications are almost down. The Roman war machine is in full effect. I just hope that, obviously I don't want to get too ahead of ourselves, you know, it could all go wrong if we get attacked by any one of these empires, so we're still quite a vulnerable nation, to be honest, I feel. We're not as strong as we should be at this point of the game. But we're getting there. Definitely sorting out how the empire management is going. And then soon, now we've like a good amount of energy, we'll just start colonizing all these other planets within our sectors, just to beef up our resources more and take this territory over here. Just gonna quickly check what time it is. Alright, going for about 40 minutes, we'll go for another 10 or 12. Hopefully we'll see this war through. Let's just speed it up for a bit while we wait. Okay. So their planetary fortifications are just about down. These guys look different than what's on this planet. These are actually a different race. They're fungoids. Let's see what they've got down on the ground. They've actually got a decent amount. We could land both armies, I suppose, just to be safe. What does it say? Yeah, unlikely to succeed. We'll see. Alright, we're heading down. About 9 ships going down. Oh wow, it looks like they took damage on the way down. Or they were damaged already, maybe. Oh shit, I didn't check that actually. They should have been healed if they were sitting back home. I know people told me about the different orbital ground bombardments. I don't mind it taking a while. I know I did complain about it before, but I am aware of that. I don't like doing the other ones. You do more damage, but you make people like, you make them more annoyed, and you make your own people at home more annoyed that you're willing to do that kind of bombardment where you destroy cities and stuff. Oh, we're losing some ships, losing some transports. Oh, it's close. It's pretty close. I think we'll just about pull it out, though. Oh, maybe not, actually.
Planetary invasion.
No, we
failed.
didn't. Our planetary invasion failed. That's okay, though. Looks like these guys are here to do it instead. Oh, well. It's just about, like, 9,000 men that just died or whatever. They're all sending their guys down, though, now, which is good. Allies are taking on their job. We can send the other guys up to the other planets anyway. Because we've got plenty. Well, I know that it's going to take a little bit more.
Construction complete.
Yeah, they wiped them out really quickly. Okay, so that's good. Let's send Classis 1 Renatus to out here. There's a frontier outpost in this region. So if we take that out, that'll take a block of their territory away, hopefully. It's right next to one of their own planets anyway, so I don't know if it'll do that much. Let's send a science ship, all our science ships up here. I really want to... Is this the region that we should have been checking? Yeah, it is. This one has the ice planet. Oh, here it is. Special project. We need a more experienced scientist to do that. Yeah, there we go. So we've got Quintus Flavius on the job. Pretty sure he's really old, if I can remember correctly. Hostile fleet engaged. So we got sucked into the defense platform, but it looks like we took it out pretty quickly. Classis 1 down here is sorting out all these different wormholes. So let's keep doing that. Good. Destroyed. So Frontier has been destroyed. Oh, and that's actually allowed this region to be even bigger.
Research complete.
Now when we take these planets, we will definitely need to sector these because we are at our limit for sectoring right now. Okay, so next up, Koval. And it looks like we actually have a decent sized enemy out this way. So this is going to be a bit of a bigger space battle. They've combined forces. The Imperial Hazard tribes, the Sovereign Spearin nations, and the Wakagi Interstellar Mandate have all combined their fleets. And here they are. Looks like they're warping somewhere. Or they want to. They haven't done it yet. But we've got a force of 4,000 combined. That hopefully will be good enough to take these guys down. And yeah, let's see what else we should get. A Betharian power plant. Yeah, we don't really need that. Antimatter missiles, not very good. Projectile defense modules, mass drivers, crystal infused plating, Devastator torpedoes. I know which one I'm getting. It's already half done. 87 months though. That's like 5 years
Hostile fleet
or more.
engaged.
Let's get them. So we've got a really big battle now. Oh wait a sec. No, we haven't. They're over here.
Situation log updated.
Alright, let's take them down. It looks like the AI wants to warp somewhere, but they're not really doing it.
Construction complete.
I wonder, is there something wrong that they can't do it, or is it just messing up? Now they're backing away from us. They're scared.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Here we go. This is the end of these guys. Again. It's actually a lot more even than I would have expected. Oh wow. They literally just bailed on each other.
Situation log updated.
I don't know which one bailed. But we're actually chasing them. Which is a bit harsh. Hang on, before we chase them, I do need Kovali. Right? Oh no, we didn't actually ask for that, did we? Let me just check the war goals. We asked for... Oh yeah, Kovali and Targon. Okay. We don't technically need to chase them then. Although let's do it anyway, because we can at least stomp out their fleet for another while. It's better than not doing it. Okay, let's keep it going. See how our science ships are doing. They're all here, but they're not actually moving yet. Okay. Oh, some of them aren't here yet. Alright. Oh, whoa. They're moving down this way. Some of them. Yeah, they're actually kind of all just getting away from us. And they're heading back. Oh crap, they might actually kill my science ships. There we go. Okay. So I'm researching all this stuff. Their fleet is here, but they're after moving back to Cavalli. Goddamn. Well, we'll just head back there as well. Oh, hostile fleet engaged. Oh wow, we just crushed a few ships and then they backed off really quickly. So we'll chase them home. Some of them are going back this way. That looks like it's the Sovereign Spirian Nations that we just came across there. Let's just get on Cavalli and embark our different forces and send them up. Alrighty. So everyone's on the way. So let's just begin the fortification, or the bombardment. I just need to plug in a headset. Unfortunately my battery just died.
Debris
Okay, sorry about that. I'm back now. I actually whacked the microphone pretty hard as well. Special project complete. Mass extinction event. The frozen planet. An unnatural shift in the atmosphere's chemical makeup resulted in the slow but irreversible onset of an ice age, one that began before the formation of the Roman Empire, and is likely to persist long after our passing. The exact will never pass. We'll always be here. The exact cause remains unknown, but probable explanations include failed terraforming attempts or even intraplanetary terrorism. Some of the more radical elements within the scientific community on Terra suggest that the dramatic climate shift may have been brought on by the unchecked emission of gaseous industrial byproduct into the atmosphere. This view is confined to the scientific fringe, as it is unlikely that any race intelligent enough to achieve full industrialization will be stupid enough to accidentally wipe themselves out. Lol, that's pretty funny. Okay, our transport fleets are on the way. Classes 1 Renatus is chipping away at these guys down here. These guys are actually experiencing starvation. Let's see how we're doing back here. Pretty good. We're making 6,000 minerals right now. It might even be the case that we'll start putting down silos that can hold more minerals. Maybe I'll do that right now. I'll probably do it back at home base just to make sure that it's something that slaves can actually not use. Okay, game is done. These ones are done. See, once they're, I don't need to upgrade them, because once I've just kind of sorted out what they're gonna get, then the AI will put down its own stuff on top. I'll say respect what I've got, or actually I'll allow redevelopment, but hopefully they'll only ever build it up and upgrade. Mining networks. Yeah, let's just start really putting everything down. Let's demolish these crappy buildings. Not getting anything from them anyway. We shouldn't be. What about this Yeah, we shouldn't be getting any. See, are we getting anything from it? So you're getting a little bit, but less because we're enslaved on it. That's good. Okay. How are we doing down here? Pretty good. We should be able to land our fleets quite soon. Hostile fleets present down here. Hello. Targon has some hostile fleets. Before we can head down there and help though. Well, we do need to get our science ships out. Just in case. We have to land our armies at least, and then we can occupy the planet, and then we can go help with our main fleet. Otherwise they'll build up the fortifications again. Where's our other transport fleet? Still pretty far away, actually. Haven't checked this planet though. I'm guessing there wouldn't be much of a big defense here. Yeah, we should be fine. They're on their way. It'd be so cool if you saw them like burn up in the atmosphere and stuff before they get down.
Enemy planet
Okay,
secured.
so that planet is ours. Planet secured. Right, now we can move our armies off to kill the rest of their army. Which is in... Some of them are in Uthan. And then that might be it for a while. We might see if we can get peace and seed their planet off them. I don't know if they've made a go at getting to Inthor at all yet or not. But I can't help them get there, so there's not much I could do. They're actually pushing into my territory now, which I really don't like. Of course. Where are they going? Yeah, they're moving all around the place.
Situation log updated.
Enemy subject enters war. Great Oxbraxi Empire, the subject of one of our enemies, has entered the war against us. Who is that? Hang on a second. We need to find out who they are. Can't do it there apparently. It said great something, didn't it? Okay, so they're here. Oh wow, at the back of the Beldros Empire. So they're the subjects of someone. We'll have to just check that again really quickly. Vassals. Okay. I don't know who they're the subject of. Vassal under the Union of Akinth. Union of Akinth? We're not at war with these people. I'm getting confused. What the hell is going on? Are they part of some larger Union of Akinth? Are they part of the Federation? That's Wakagis. What the hell? There's Wakagis living down here. What the fuck is going on? Am I freaking out of here? What's going on? Okay, so there's definitely... That's the Wakagi over there. And then there's the Union of Akinth. And it has this symbol. Member of the Stellar Axis. But in here, the planet is definitely a Wakagi planet. So I'm guessing this is Stellar Axis territory? I have no idea. Maybe we've bitten off something bigger than we can chew right now. I have no idea what the hell that's about. So we're defending the Union of Akinth. They've just joined, and the Great Oxbraxi Empire. But they're inferior as well. Let's declare a rivalry, which is great. And so these guys are pathetic. So okay. Well, whatever. Bring it on. If you can get across Beldros Empire, go for it. I should check what that axis is all about, though. We need to stop these guys moving around though. If we catch them one more time, we should be able to take them out, I think. For a second we were in the green to end the war, but it doesn't seem like that now. Crap. They're moving again. There's a lot of traffic going on around here. Now, also what I want to be able to do is just pump more of these minerals that we're getting into our regions. Just make sure everything's clocking over nicely. Yeah. Alright, okay, looks like we're about to catch up with them. Hopefully they haven't moved.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Wow. Okay, so we just crushed another lump of them, load of them. We'll just have to keep chasing them. They have a wormhole station here. I'm guessing destroying this will stop them really actually coming over here at all. These two wormhole stations. Yeah, they don't have much left.
Situation log updated.
Go, 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 go. It'll take them a while before they can warp, so as long as we can just hit them. With all of our torpedoes.
Situation log updated.
Damn. Is that them again? They got there pretty fast. And Pompey is on his way clearing out all the wormholes for us, which is really good. So they won't actually be able to jump across if we do that. Oh, well, actually they might be able to, but they'll need to build wormholes if they want to go any further. We've actually got territory here that we haven't surveyed. Actually, we haven't surveyed any of these areas. But our science ships are kind of a little bit scared at the moment. God damn it, dudes. You keep moving around.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Not too sure where they're going. They're just kind of hopping around all over the place. But that's probably going to be it for this episode if I can't catch these guys just in the next minute. I'm going to guess they're going to go to Covali. So I'm going to try and intercept them ahead of time. Let's see if that works. Meanwhile, Pompey is taking out these different wormholes. And then I think we're in a good enough position now to start building colony ships, although we still aren't making that much energy. We need to survey all these areas and try to get as much... Yeah, get way more power out of them actually. Never thought of that. Okay, yes, they went to Covali. We should be able to catch them.
Construction complete.
And now they're fighting... Oh, they're actually fighting our transport ships. Go, 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 go. It looks like our transport ship is just struggling to fight this one ship that's like going around and around and around us.
Hostile fleet engaged.
No, my transports. God damn it. Oh, they're just gonna warp. Oh, we actually took down a few of them though. Alrighty, where did they go? They just went here. Probably gonna move somewhere else as well, just keep hopping around annoyingly. Oh, it looks like they might have gone home. If they've gone all the way back, then... Yeah, then they're done. Okay, so let's just, before we end the episode, I'll see if we can get peace and see if they will just give what they should. That's a yes on that one. We did it. We did it. Alright, the war is over. We're going to have one more war in the next episode with Sovereign Spire Nations. But until then, that's going to be the end of this episode. And hopefully, in each of these planets, we've basically set ourselves up now to have like a super strong mineral economy. Now we've got 2 more planets that we're gonna have to enslave and do the same. But I'll do all that tile forming at the end of this episode off camera, so that you don't have to like watch me just go through each tile. But that's essentially what's gonna happen. Interesting that these guys are brought into the war. I don't know if that will help or hinder our relations with the Beldros Empire. We'll have to check all that stuff out. Starvation. Some of them are suffering starvation over here in these new planets. And we're at negative balance now. Suddenly we just gained 2 planets and they are sucking the blood out of us. Oh, well, we have gone 2 over the limit. So we'll have to sector them off as well. So I'm going to be creating a new sector. If you got any ideas for sector names, yeah, we're still kind of figuring out how we're going to handle that. Some of you have been coming up with some good names. You could go with gods, obviously, and things like that. Gods of what we have been using for planet names that we colonize. Planets that we take from other enemies, we just kind of add an IUM at the end or something like that. Kind of romanize them a little bit. But that's basically it for this episode. So soon, I think we're gonna go. Hey, here's the Senate vote, right? And this is what I think is pretty fair. I kind of feel like we should just do this anyway. But I'm gonna go to war with this guy, and then the other thing that we're gonna demand is vassalization of these 3, or of the Wakagi, just in general. However, the Wakagi are so much bigger than I thought originally. Let's just really quick click this. Yeah, so I was going to demand vassalization for the Canistians, and that way the Canistians could have their own extra territory up here that they kind of semi-own. It's like, we can't reach you, but you're ours, essentially. But the fact that they're kind of over here in this weird way, I don't understand why the Union of a Synth, which are actually a race, like these are a race, why they have inside their territories a Wakagi planet. Which one was it? Was it in here? Look at that. It's a Wakagi planet are living inside a Union of a Synth owned area. And the same with these guys. The Great Oxbraxi are owned by the Union of Synth. So it's really, really odd that's going on there. I don't quite understand. If you could let me know in the comments what you think's going on there, let me know. I'll have a little dig around and see what's going on. Anyway, apart from that, that's the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Do like the episode if you want me to keep doing it, and comment and do whatever you can to help share it and continue the series, because I know a lot of you guys are the hardcore viewers now that want me to continue, but you got to make it worthwhile, really. Otherwise I'll start doing Warhammer again. I do enjoy doing this, obviously. I enjoy playing this, but I only have a couple hours every day to do anything like this. And I don't even play games by myself anymore. I just sit and make videos, so it's all about like what I can do to kind of grow my channels a bit faster, and that way I'm in a better position if to just do more series and things like that in the future. So yeah, I really do wish, like, if I could do this full time, I'd love to. If I was a full-time YouTuber, that'd be awesome. Maybe one day, and then I'd be able to just dedicate a few series, and I'd always see them through to the end. But the original idea with this was that I would do maybe like 5 episodes, or maybe 10, or maybe 12. So we'll see how many we get going. I do have to say though, I really do appreciate your support. Honestly, I know it sounds like a bit of an asshole move to be like, oh, like I need a certain amount of views or I can't continue it. It's just, I enjoy doing it, but I just can't even dedicate time to play Stellaris at all if I'm doing much better at Total War, you know. So it's kind of just the way it is. Otherwise, it wouldn't be about the views. I'd just be like, hey, I set out to do this series and I'm gonna finish it. But that was never the intent. Anyway, I'm glad that you guys are enjoying it. I enjoy playing it. I really do. I probably enjoy it, dare I say, more than my Warhammer campaigns at the moment, because I've played and finished Warhammer multiple times, but I haven't yet finished a Stellaris campaign, so I'd like to continue it. Alright, so that's going to be pretty much everything. We're going to have to check down on the Klagan Confederations. I love all your comments, by the way, where you actually talk from the perspective of senators and vote with each other. I love that stuff, so keep that up. It's great roleplay. It keeps the commenters happy as well. I'm sure you guys are reading each other's comments and seeing what their different proposals are. Alright, so hopefully I'll get another episode out tomorrow. I'll be checking back on the feedback on this one tonight and do another one then Sunday. And then I don't know what I'll be doing during the week. It's actually Bank Holiday Monday, so maybe I'll get another one out then. Anyway, make sure you go check the description to check out your senator vote for this episode. And I'll see you in the next one.